Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And in today's video, we've got even more news from Alton Towers. They have just released the full event lineup for Scarefest 2022. So we're going to jump into all the mazes what have been released in just a second. But this year's Scarefest, I'm hoping it's going to be a big one because it is the 15th year of Scarefest. So this year will mark 15 years. So the dates for this event are the 7th to the 9th of October, and then the 14th all the way through to the 31st of October. So it is on Halloween night, guaranteed this year for sure. Now let's jump into the mazes that have been released. And finally, we have got a brand new maze for this year, which is going to replace Freak Show Toxic Junkyard, which has only actually been at the resort for a couple of years. It was sort of like the Freak Show walkthrough, which was free at the start, and then it turned into Freak Show Toxic Junkyard, which then was a paid maze. So I'm glad actually that one has been replaced because it was definitely one of the weaker ones in my opinion. So that is going to be replaced with this brand new one called The Invitation. The Lakeside Cemetery invites you to join them for a grave experience that will live with you for eternity. The friendly funeral director is dying to assist you as you descend into the burial chamber, where you can choose your final resting place. Some caskets have already been filled, but there are others still empty, waiting for you. Now, as you saw by the clip, this new maze looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. And actually right at the end of the clip, you sort of saw this burial chamber. So I wonder if obviously that's maybe for the clip, or if you're actually going to be in a burial chamber, sort of lying in those bays, which would be absolutely... It would add to the experience, definitely. I just don't know how it would work with, obviously, sort of like the age rating and stuff for it. Because actually, when I was looking online, the other states, obviously, an age rating, but that one doesn't. So, unless I've missed it somewhere, you'll have to let me know down in the comment section below. But if I go in and have a look, I can't see an actual age rating. So I wonder if it's going to be sort of like similar to Subspecies, sort of that rating, you know, was one up from the other ones. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully they are going to release that soon, because it is going to be interesting to find out sort of what the age rating is and sort of how they're going to rank this maze through scare level. So that is The Invitation 1827. Can't wait to experience this year. I'll definitely be getting in it a few times, and when we do the vlog, I'll give my full review and opinion on it. Now moving on to the second maze, we see a return of the Attic Terror of the Towers. Around here, people talk of the governess, how she's haunted by the death of her young charges, how she wants revenge, and how she'll take it by seizing the spirits of the living in retribution. They say her ghost haunts the attic, that's where you're headed. Dare you risk your immortal soul? Recommended for those aged 15 plus. So yes, the Attic Terror of the Towers is coming back again. Now it has been at the park now for a few years, because it did actually replace the original Terror of the Towers, which had been there for quite a while, to be honest. So it was good that they replaced it with this. And I've always found the attic alright. I've definitely enjoyed it. I think it's sort of on a similar level to the Terror of the Towers. Maybe a little bit better. But I know last year when I went in it, like the demon wasn't actually at the end. So there was sort of lack of actors in the attic last year, I think. But hopefully this year it is going to come back. And it maybe, hopefully, might be a little bit different. But definitely hoping like they do put the demon back at the end, because that definitely made the maze right at the end. And this one does show an age rating of 15 plus. So I'm not sure why they've not released one for the invitation. But we'll have to see. Hopefully they might release it closer towards the time. But yes, Attic Terror of the Towers, recommended for those 15 plus. Now for this next maze, it is going to have a lot of mixed opinions. However, I do really enjoy this maze, but it has been at the park since 2016, so it's coming back again this year, and it is the return of the Altonville Mine Tours.
Come on down to the mine, folks. You wanted us gone, but these are all mine.
The Skin Snatchers, we call them, outcasts, their whole family. Rumours are they lived in that old mine. It's deep and dark, and the damp inside gives you the proper shivers. Just recently, some fool reopened it for tours. Be careful. They say those Skin Snatchers have a secret too horrifying for words. Beauty's only skin deep. Remember that. Recommended for those aged 15 plus. So I am actually really glad this maze is coming back, especially now we've got the new maze as well. If we didn't have a new maze, then I probably would like to have seen this been replaced. However, we have got the new maze, and I actually am glad that it has replaced Freak Show Toxic Junkyard and not this one, because Altonville Mine Tours is definitely the better one out of them two. And again, it is recommended for those age 15 plus, so the same again as the attic as it was last year. I'm hoping they sort of switch up the route a little bit and maybe make it a little bit different, because like I say, it has been at the park since 2016, so it would be nice to see something a little bit different, maybe a different route. And also as well with this one, we need some more actors in it, because again, last year there was a lack of actors for this one and for the attic, so hopefully they do add more in. And I hope they changed a little bit at the end, because the bit right at the end is where you sort of go through the shop and they've got the shotgun and stuff. It isn't really scary in my opinion. I think the maze itself is actually pretty scary, but I mean, you just get to that bit and it's sort of laughable in a way. It's not scary at all. It would be good actually if they could have like sort of a chainsaw bit at the end. I don't know if the age rating would change much for that, because he did have them in subspecies, and that was still sort of recommended for 15 plus, but it did have an extra scare factor on the rating. So yeah, it would be nice to see that at the end, but it probably will be looking like just the mines what we've had before in recent years. But hopefully they will change it up a little bit, just to give us a bit of a different experience instead of paying to go in exactly the same maze again. So they are the three main mazes that you're going to get more of a scare on, but there is one more to go, and that is the return of Darkest Depths.
Ever heard the legend of the mutiny?
ready for a terrifying new adventure aboard the Mutiny, a notoriously spine-chilling ghost ship, you'll truly earn your golden piece of 8 by venturing into the darkest depths, avoiding the hazardous calls of the treacherous sirens, dodging the swords of terrifyingly ghoulish pirate mutineers, and coming face to face with the Kraken, the legendary monster of the seas, recommended for those aged 12 plus. So yes, Darkest Depths is making a return this year again, which is Alton Tower's sort of family themed maze, because it is recommended for those aged 12 plus, so sort of not as scary as the other ones. However, it does mention that there's going to be a new route through the maze, so hopefully we're going to see something sort of completely different to the previous years that Darkest Depths has actually been at the resort. So that would be good if we could see that. We did do Darkest Depths actually last year. We didn't do it the year before, but we did it last year, and it is a good maze for younger kids and families. Obviously it's not really that scary for if we was to go through it, but obviously if younger children was to go through it, it would be a bit more scary. So we will go through it again as well this year, just to see this new route, just to see how it compares to last year's maze. So that is all 4 mazes for this year's Scarefest event. So we got the brand new maze, the Invitation, and then we have got the Attic Terror of the Towers returning, as well as the Altonville Mine Tours and Darkest Depths. So 3 returning mazes and 1 brand new one. Now for other things at this year's event, we see the return of the Garden Lights Walk, Whispering Souls. This Scarefest come to Alton Towers Resort and enjoy the gardens as never before, and witness them come to life in a whole new spectacular light. A mysterious energy runs through the Alton Towers Resort Gardens water. Around here, people say it brings lost souls back from the dead for All Hallows Eve. Hear that whisper. Who knows, you might have a fantastical company on the way. So it is good they are bringing this back, because it is something obviously free to walk through, and they also do that at the Christmas event as well, where you can walk through the garden. So I am glad they're bringing back the Whispering Souls. Definitely nice to have a walk through the gardens at night when they have all the lights up, and it does give you something as well at the event if obviously you're not paying for the scare mazes, and even if you are paying for the scare mazes, you know, you've got something else to do as well at the event. And then there is other entertainment going on throughout the day, some in CBeebies Land for the younger ones, and some as well sort of where Hex is. That's where they had the main stage sort of last year, so I'm guessing it will be returning in the same place. But anyway, there is going to be entertainment on, so we'll have to look out to where that stage is actually going to be placed for this year's event. So that is everything for Scarefest 2022. It is going to be a big one. It's the 15th anniversary of Scarefest. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Personally, I'm really looking forward to this event and looking forward to experience the brand new maze, The Invitation. And if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Like I say, there's been a lot of Alton Towers news at the moment, so I have still got 2 vlogs coming from Italy to upload to the channel. Like I say, there is a lot of Alton Towers news at the moment. They've just released as well that they're holding a public consultation for a brand new indoor attraction, so that will be coming up after this video goes live. So as always, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.